Good afternoon and welcome to the 2019 New Hanover County Schools Elementary All-County Concert. My name is Mary Tyndall and I'm the music teacher at Coddington Elementary School. On behalf of all the elementary music teachers of New Hanover County, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each of you today. We are so pleased that you are with us today. Before we begin the concert this afternoon, there are some special people we would like to recognize. As you know, your singers have put in many extra hours of rehearsal with their music teachers in preparation for this event. Teachers' names are printed in the program. However, if they would stand, we would like to recognize them with a round of applause. I know we have some classroom teachers of these singers here today. Thank you for supporting your students in their musical endeavors. Would you please stand and be recognized? We are so glad to see you here. Now to a group of people without whom today's concert would not have been possible, the parents of these all-county chorus singers. Thank you for supporting your children's participation in today's event. Please stand so that we can thank you. We are pleased to have with us school administrators, central office administrators, and school board members. Thank you for your continued support of the arts, and especially the music programs in our schools. Would you please stand so we can welcome you? At this time, we would like to welcome Director of Secondary Education for New Hanover County Schools, Mr. Al O'Brien. Thank you for being with us today. Our accompanist today is Mr. Greg Bell, Music Director at All Saints Anglican Parish in Wilmington. He has played in the pit orchestra for Opera House Theater Company for more than 25 years and served as a staff accompanist in the music department of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington for over 20 years. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Greg Bell. We are delighted to have as our clinician and conductor, Mr. Paul Flowers. Mr. Flowers teaches at Hope Middle School in Greenville, North Carolina. He is currently in his 20th year of conducting the Greenville Choral Society's Children's Chorus, and he serves as Director of Music Ministries at Jarvis Memorial United Methodist Church in Greenville, North Carolina. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Paul Flowers.
Before we get started, I wanted to share with you that these children, as you know, have been preparing for quite a while for this concert. So very little of it has to do with me, but a lot has been done at home and with their teachers, and I appreciate that. One of the pieces that we're going to start with is not in your program, and we learned it yesterday. It's a quick little piece around called The Ghost of John.
Have you seen
We're going to take you back several hundred years now to the time of George Frederick Handel, who wrote this little art song, and it's called Art Thou Troubled? And it is very sophisticated in its poetry, and we wanted to make sure that we were giving it its best presentation of the word stresses and things like that. So I told them that we were going to share with you some of the things that we learned, and one of the things that we learned is how to sing and speak with the word stresses that make the music sound more artsy, for lack of a better word. And so we're actually going to demonstrate it wrong first. So without being too silly. Okay. All right.
Art thou troubled? Music will calm thee.
So we hoped this time, when we performed this piece all the way through, that we would speak troubled and calm thee like that, rather than emphasizing that last word each time.
Art thou troubled? Music will calm thee. Art thou weary? Rest shall be thine. Rest shall be thine. Music, source of all gladness, heals thy sadness at her shrine. Music, music ever divine. Music, music calleth with voice divine. When the welcome spring is smiling, all the earth with flowers beguiling, after winter's dreary rain, sweetest music taught that tender heavenly harmonies doth lend her, chanting praises in her train, chanting praises in her train. Art thou troubled? Music will calm thee. Art thou weary? Rest shall be thine. Rest shall be thine. Music, source of all gladness, heals thy sadness at her shrine. Music, music ever divine. Music, music calleth with voice divine.
Our next piece is called Hine Matov, and it is in Hebrew. And we learned a little bit about the Jewish culture, especially the ancient Jewish culture, from how they presented their feelings from their culture. This song is about peace, but peace, unlike way we would do it in our culture, we would think a song, as speaking of peace, would be slow and quiet and peaceful in its manner. But this one is a little bit more robust, and it also has some dances and things that go along with it. So we have learned some moves. These moves are not the exact Jewish dances that they would have used, but it's the idea of it, taking some of the feelings and flavor of that kind of music. So we actually have a small group. Our first row is going to come up and actually perform part of the dance for you. So I'm going to ask for our inner circle to come forward. So Sandy, you're Susie. Sandy will come over here and lead your row and form your inner circle. Now our outer circle people can come. Why don't you guys slide over just a little bit this way? So come back this way. There you go. Hands by your side. Hands by your side, remember? Good. Our next piece comes to us from a British composer who arranged a folk song. This song is very, very quick. It's so quick, as a matter of fact, it's hard to understand the words. So we have learned about how to be an actor and actress in presenting our words to you. And so in order to help you understand the words, we played a little game. We learned about exaggerating the movements of our mouth so that you can see the words in addition to hearing them. So our game was we played mute, unmute. So they are going to mute and then unmute, and so you can see the animation of their faces. Remember, we're starting out muted, right? Okay. So the first thing I should hear is, got it?
Hee-haw!
I'm going to leave you with a couple of things that I think are very important. First of all, I want to thank New Hanover County Schools for inviting me to come and work with your students. Your teachers here are phenomenal. They came extremely well prepared, which is does not happen all across the state sometimes when I do these things. So you need to thank your teachers. Next, these children have been so polite. They have been such young ladies and gentlemen. There has been nair and eye roll the past 2 days. So thank you so much, families, for raising such wonderful young ladies and gentlemen. Our future is very bright with these kids. And lastly, it's such a pleasure to work with Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell was a good accompanist, can make or break a concert program, and he never missed a beat. Let's give him a hand. Thank you so very much. It has been a wonderful time. I hope to come back again someday.